Let's be real, egg in the hole is taking over your feed, and honestly, everyone's making it the exact same way. Today that changes. We're upgrading it 5 ways, from a classic smokehouse twist and a gooey cheese stuffed bomb to a bacon wrapped beast, a delicate smoked salmon dream, and precision Japanese style cold smoke. This is how you own the trend. Let's get at it. Okay, before we go too wild, we need to build our foundation. This is the classic smokehouse egg in a hole. It's all about perfecting the basics and infusing that first layer of smoky flavor that's going to carry through the other 4 recipes. Now the key here is the bread. You can't use that flimsy pre-sliced stuff. You need something with some backbone. I'm using a nice thick cut sourdough, but Texas toast or even a rich Japanese pan bread would be incredible. You need a slice that's about 1 inch thick to hold everything up and cradle that egg perfectly. First things first, let's talk ingredients. We've got our thick sliced bread, some good quality unsalted butter, smoked paprika, a little minced garlic, 1 beautiful large egg, and to finish, some smoked salt and freshly cracked black pepper. That's it. Simple, but quality is everything. We'll start by punching a hole right in the center of the bread. I'm using a 2.5 inch cookie cutter, but the rim of a glass works just as well. And whatever you do, don't throw away that little bread disc. It's perfect for yolk dipping later. Now get a cast iron skillet hot and melt a generous knob of butter. Once it's sizzling, we're going to bloom our aromatics. A heavy pinch of smoked paprika and the minced garlic go right into the butter. Swirl it around for just a second until your kitchen smells absolutely divine as the flavors bloom. Lay your bread slice right in that fragrant bubbling butter and toast it for about 1 to 2 minutes aside. You're looking for a deep golden brown crust that's soaked up all that smoky, garlicky goodness. Once you've got color on both sides, it's time for the main event. Drop the heat to low and crack your egg right into the hole. That lower temperature is crucial. It sets the egg whites without turning your toast into a charcoal briquette. Season the egg with a pinch of smoked salt and black pepper. Let it cook for 2 or 3 minutes, just until you see the whites turn opaque. Now for the moment of truth. 1 confident flip. Use a wide spatula, take a deep breath, and turn it over. Nice! 30 to 60 more seconds on this side is all you need for that perfect runny yolk. And there you have it. You're aiming for a glorious, crisp, golden piece of toast with that liquid gold yolk just waiting to burst. When you nail this, the rest of these upgrades are a cakewalk. This method elevates a simple dish and makes a statement. Next up, for all my smoked salmon fans, you're gonna love this. We're taking that rustic smokehouse vibe and making it a little fancy, a little more refined, but keeping it simple. Think of your favorite Sunday brunch bagel completely transformed. This is the smoked salmon and dill cream egg in a hole. That's a long name. For this version, the bread really matters. A hearty rye or a dark pumpernickel provides the perfect earthy, slightly tangy base to play off the salmon. It just feels right. Let's run through the ingredients. We've got our rye bread, some butter, softened cream cheese, fresh dill, the zest and juice of 1 lemon, a large egg, and of course, beautiful flakes of smoked salmon. First, let's make that dill cream. In a small bowl, just mix your softened cream cheese, a generous amount of finely chopped fresh dill, the lemon zest, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Season it very lightly with salt and pepper and mix it all together. This cream is the cool, herby counterpoint to your smoky salmon. Just like before, cut a hole in your bread. But here's the pro move. Take that beautiful dill cream and spread a thin layer around the outside edge of the hole. It's a small detail, but it infuses every single bite with that fresh citrusy flavor. Get your skillet hot, melt your butter, toast the bread for about 1 minute on the first side until it's just starting to get golden. Flip it, and then crack your egg into the hole. Season it, and for this version, cover the pan with a lid. This traps the steam and gently cooks the top of the egg, giving us a beautiful jammy yolk instead of a totally runny one. It'll take about 4 or 5 minutes. Once it's cooked, slide it onto a plate. And now the grand finale. Delicately lay flakes of classic smoked salmon over the top of the egg and bread. Don't be shy. Finish with a little more fresh dill and another grating of lemon zest for that pop of brightness. The result is an explosion of elegant flavors as the jammy, saucy yolk mixes with the dill cream and the salty, smoky salmon. And hey, if this smoked salmon vibe is speaking to you, stick around. In a couple of weeks, we're doing a full Persian frittata and making kuku sabzi with smoked salmon baked right in. It's gonna be insane. That video drops on February 20th, so you know what to do. All right, prepare yourselves. We've done the classic. We've done fancy. Now, pure, unadulterated indulgence. This is for everyone who lives for that epic cheese pull. This is the Smokehouse cheese-stuffed pull-apart egg in the hole. Or the CSPAE, whatever, anyway. It's stretchy, smoky, gooey bliss. For this, you need a seriously sturdy bread. A thick-cut country loaf, a robust sourdough, or even a rich brioche will do the trick. The structure is key because we're about to stuff that thing to its absolute limit. Our ingredient list is short but powerful. Your sturdy bread, softened butter, a glorious mix of shredded smoked cheddar and smoked Gouda, and a large egg. Using pre-shredded is fine, but if you shred your own from a block, it'll melt into a level of creamy perfection that is just on another level. Here's where the technique changes. Instead of just punching a hole, we're first creating a secret chamber for our cheese. Take your bread slice and using a sharp paring knife, carefully cut a horizontal pocket into the crust, going almost to the other side without cutting through. You're basically making a little bread envelope. Now, stuff that pocket absolutely full with your mix of smoked cheddar and smoked Gouda. Pack it in there. You want it bulging with cheesy potential. Once it's stuffed, then you can carefully punch the hole in the center. Generously butter both sides of the bread and get it into a hot skillet for 1 to 2 minutes per side. The goal here is twofold. Get a golden crust and more importantly, melt that cheese inside into a molten core of smoky goodness. Don't forget the center. That little grilled cheese is the chef's bonus bite. Once both sides are toasted, drop the heat. Crack your egg into the hole and season it. Now we go over the top. Hit the surface with another layer of shredded cheese and cover the pan. Let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes until the whites are set, but the yolk is still soft and wobbly. You want that cheese melted, but not browned yet. We're saving that for the finish. Now hit the edges with a culinary torch, or slide it under the broiler for 30 seconds to get the cheese on top extra bubbly and brown. Beautiful. Finish with a shower of chopped chives for a little color and a fresh oniony bite. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for, the pull. When you cut into this, you don't just get a runny yolk, you get a cascade of melted smoky cheese that oozes out and combines with everything. It's stupid good. This is the kind of breakfast that will make you wonder why you waited so long to try it. This next one's for the crew. This is the one you make on game day, the bacon wrapped maple egg in the hole. It's the ultimate sweet, savory, and smoky trifecta, and it is an absolute beast. For this, smaller bread slices cut from a loaf work best, since it makes wrapping a little easier. Again, that soft Japanese pan bread would be a fantastic choice here. Here's what you'll need. Slices of bread with the centers punched out, several strips of bacon, butter, or better yet, reserved bacon fat, large eggs, pure maple syrup, black pepper, and a pinch of chipotle powder for a subtle smoky heat. First, par-cook the bacon. Lay the slices in a cold pan and render the fat over medium heat until the bacon is firm but still pliable. Don't cook it until it's crispy yet. We need it to wrap. Now, take your bread and tight wrap 2 slices of that bacon around the edges, overlapping them slightly. If you need to, secure them with a toothpick, but a tight wrap should hold. In your skillet, heat up a little butter or that glorious bacon fat you just rendered. Carefully place your bacon wrapped bread in the pan. We're going to cook this for 3 to 4 minutes per side, turning it to get the bacon crispy and golden all around. Your kitchen is going to smell like heaven. Once the bacon is crisp, crack your egg into the center hole. Drop the heat to low and cover the pan. This one takes a little longer, about 5 to 7 minutes, to make sure that egg whites are fully set without burning the bacon. Now for the final touch. While the egg is finishing, gently warm up a little pure maple syrup. Just before serving, brush that warm maple syrup all over the crispy bacon. The heat will make the syrup glaze beautifully. Hit it with a final crack of black pepper and a tiny sprinkle of chipotle powder. The saltiness of the bacon, the sweetness of the maple, the subtle heat, the rich yolk, all held together by that buttery toast. This turns breakfast into an event. Stack 2 of these and you have a meal that will silence a room. We've done bold, we've done decadent, and for our final upgrade, we're taking a completely different approach. We're getting nerdy, we're getting precise. This is the Japanese style egg in the hole with a cold smoke finish. Here, it's all about technique and infusing real smoke flavor before you ever hit the pan. For this, you want the softest, fluffiest bread you can. A classic soft white sandwich bread or Japanese milk bread is ideal. The bread is a soft, tender vehicle for the egg and the smoke. The ingredients are minimal. Your soft bread, a neutral oil or butter, a large egg, salt, white pepper, some mild wood chips like apple or cherry, and for finishing, a touch of soy sauce, toasted sesame oil, and some thinly sliced bias cut scallions. Before I ever crack an egg, I start by smoking the bread. I've got a smoke tube running out in my unlit smoker outside, and I lay a silicone smoking grid right on the grate so nothing sticks. The slice goes on that silicone mat and sits in cool smoke for about 10 to 15 minutes. The goal here isn't to toast the bread. It stays soft. It just quietly soaks up that clean, gentle smoke. From there, it cooks like a classic egg in the hole in a hot pan. The white set, the yolk still soft and jammy, but the toast already tastes like it's lived in the smoker. To serve, I brush the edges of the toast with a tiny bit of soy sauce and toasted sesame oil, then finish with a scatter of thin bias cut scallions over the top. It looks delicate, it eats like comfort food, and the only fancy gear is a smoke tube and a silicone mat. And there you have it, 5 insane Smokehouse upgrades to the viral egg in the hole videos. Let's lay them all out. We started with the foundation, our classic Smokehouse, all about that smoky, garlicky base. Then we got fancy with the smoked salmon and dill cream, a perfect, elegant brunch. We went for broke with the ridiculously indulgent cheese-stuffed pull-apart. We created the ultimate feast with the bacon-wrapped maple bomb. And finally, we found perfection in precision with the Japanese-style cold smoke finish. For me, while the cheese-stuffed version is just pure joy, the one that truly blew my mind was the smoked salmon with dill cream. That combination of textures and those bright, fresh flavors with the jammy yolk were just unbeatable. Thanks for hanging out in the Smokehouse today. Later, Gator.